Good evening, beloveds. It is Sunday. Sunday, rolling very smoothly into the evening hours on Sunday. The day was spent very well. Ran some errands, all was well. Energy really good. It's been a while, but it's been time well spent. I have just been growing all over the place and feeling more evolved and a little more in a good place or space to share more. Anyway, I know you hear this clicking. You know I love my stones. These are coral stone, and they do impart courage and help you overcome your fears and nervousness and all that good stuff. It boosts self-esteem. It's just a real good chiefly like energy that comes from these coral stones. Sometimes you'll see some high priests or chiefs wear the coral jewelry. Yeah, I think the sentiment is, just keeping that kingly, royal feeling or energy going anyway. But anyway, I think I need them because today has been one of those days of imparting courage, especially when it comes to doing things I don't necessarily like to do, like grocery shop, but it was on my list of things to do. So I did it with courage. Anywho, today I was thinking especially about spirituality and religion, or should I say religion versus spirituality, and how those two things sometimes get misconstrued. Like you'll even hear people refer to an ancient spiritual system like Ifa as religious, and while it may have its ritual based activity, which gives it a feel of religiousness, like religiously getting up to in the morning and praying to Olodumare and your ancestors, your Ori, just being habitual in a spiritual way, having a religious connection, but not being religion by definition. Today, we had a meeting, which we meet on Sundays. A lot of time, this African ancestral study group that I'm very much part of, and we were talking about, God and how God is represented in a spiritual form versus a religious form. Many of us encounter God with a particular image. Like when you think of God, or when I think of God, I think, because I'm on a spiritual journey, so I think I have evolved my understanding of God, and it not just being this, man, particularly white, blue-eyed, with maybe a staff, kind of imagery, and I think it has everything to do with the indoctrination that we all have encountered, no doubt to establish like a superiority with that particular image, because everyone has been exposed to it. That's the only way that I can even understand it or break it down in these components, is that everybody was exposed to this idea, and it is not the grandest of ideas. In fact, it is probably a little insulting to the creator of all things, primarily because in spirituality, God is everything. Everything. The water, the wind, everything that's created, that is Olodumare, that is this expanded version of a creator, that just covers everything, even the bad stuff, the good stuff, everything, because it all works in concert together to evolve the soul. One of the things that really stuck out to me the most is when I started thinking about, these categories that religion puts you in. Like, you have this idea that okay, so you have God, and God is, a jealous God, and God wants, things to be, get angry when, and it's like, well, that isn't a real evolved kind of situation, you know what I mean? Because jealousy is fear-based, anger is fear-based. So how then can God be that example of where we need to grow to evolve ourselves? You know what I mean? That's already got some character flaws that need to be, worked out, as we all should, when we come to a place of jealousy. I mean, that's saying, I'm lesser than, or something is inferior to. And that is like where we're trying to grow from. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to grow to this oneness, this oneness, which is this expansion that, we're all interconnected, and everything that happens for a reason, and that you're supposed to get out of it what, you're supposed to get out of it what you, this transmuted, exchange of energy, like from this thing that is maybe from your lower self to this thing that is from your higher self. And that's the objective. And then you're done with that experience. That's what I would assume, God would be, participating in, But I also thought about this religious God, the idea of it coming with the devil, this thing that's always pursuing you, that's always after you, always ready to cause problems for you or take something from you, or, and how much anxiety that creates for an individual who actually believes that there is this energy, this evil energy chasing you all the time. And, you have to, I don't even, it's nothing you can do. It's going to get you, the devil is going to get you, it's all just so fear-based to keep you in this fight or flight kind of situation, because that's exactly what happens. It automatically triggers your stressors, so cortisol go up, that biochemical exchange that creates, do I run, do I stay and fight, this anxiety that you carry around with you, when there is no such thing. There is positive energy and there is negative energy, and you participate in both. So if you're having a negative experience, it's a choice, because everybody has free will. Everybody. The creator of all things instilled that in you. So you have the ability to choose something different for yourself. But a lot of the times, people don't pay attention to that. So they live in this idea that life happens to you, but that's absolutely not true. Every experience you have, you ask for it in one way or another, whether you remember it or not, realize it or not, it's true. There is nothing chasing you, trying to come and take something from you or create something negative to you, for you. It's truly not that type of life, or at least there is an awareness that is available to you that does not come with that type of imprisonment, right? And in this idea or this particular awareness, you're able to evolve, because you're not fighting or flighting. You're looking at the experience, whether it be less desirable or more desirable. You're looking at it and you're moving through it. You're not like a deer in headlights, because you don't know which way to turn, because the devil is coming to get you. It's not that way. You are aware. You are you are using your personal power to choose. Is this an experience that I'm really gonna, participate in, or is this an experience I'm going to grow from? And then in that instance, you have the ability to create your own reality. And the more creating of your reality that you allow to happen, the more you get to see what you want in your life. Because this life that you're living, you did sign up, and it came with a particular purpose or many purposes, but it does have a mission. You didn't just end up here. Like, there's something you're supposed to be doing here, because the creator of all things do not waste a drop. As you can see, every piece of rain makes it back to a body of water, of you know what I'm saying? Like anything involving water, or there's condensation or rain, sleet, snow, whatever it is, it ends up with a particular destination. So then why would you be different? Why would that be a different story for you? Do you know what I mean? Like, we have to learn to grow from these small categories that we imprison ourselves with. And, we all were indoctrinated to it, but just because you learned it, it doesn't mean that it's true. You have to investigate. What is discernment? What is free will? What are these tools that you were given from the creator of all things? Why have them if they aren't available for use? Well, they are. That before idea of being in a particular religion without the freedom to investigate your own ideas as it relates to your experiences in the world, so to grow from a place, right? That is available to all. And you have the ability to tap into that anytime you want, if to grow. And honestly, it's a better position. You're in a better position to really, really live, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to live our lives to the fullest, because that's what you came here to do. Like 100%, you should have and can have all that you desire in this lifetime. Every bit of it, yours. But you have to be willing to raise your awareness. You can always think a better thought. If you feel in some kind of way, you can always think a better thought that'll get you there. It's ways out here, right? To really master your world, to really master this thing called life that you came to participate fully in. And remember, beloveds, bliss should be a constant. Always there, always available, always for you. May your journey be sweet on this sweet old Sunday. It's really, really good. Hope you have a wonderful night. Odabo.